Okay, it is Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. I'm going to do my recap. Frustrating day, really frustrating. I mean, up 638, but again, under-delivered, underperformed today substantially. Stock selection for trading, which just wasn't the best. The trades that I entered, especially in the beginning, were just not too good. And yeah, I paid the price. And was able to end up at the end by a little bit, but yeah, just not upset with my performance, to be honest. I again found myself catching a little bit of reversal in AAL rather than going with the trend or whatnot, and just very frustrating, to be honest, man, because there were other great setups that I just didn't take advantage of. So let's get right into it. First trade of the day was AAL. I was looking for an above R5 short, kind of like I was looking in Baba, but again, here it opened closer to R5. Here it was not too far away, and second of all, I wasn't sure, like right over here, right when the pre-market high broke out. Like this is all indication that it is a strong stock. It's a strong setup. And I totally messed it up. Honestly, I went short 2,600 shares at 2108, and yeah, got stopped out at 2118. So I lost 260 bucks to start the day there. Yeah, I got out at 9:33. So for the break of the higher day, I got out. Good stop. That is a good stop. I don't want to get all the way up here, but again, this is what happens many times, is that I enter a trade and then I get stopped out and I chase it. And I did that today. I did that today in AAL. So I went short another 2,600 shares at 2116. That's at 934. So right over here, when I saw this shooting star, I felt like, okay, because I was looking at the level two and it seemed pretty weak, to be honest. I was looking at it and I didn't really trust it. I was seeing weakness. I didn't really, I thought it was going to be weaker, so I was going off of the level two. But and then I saw the shooting star. I'm like, okay, perfect, it's gonna happen. So I went short, and then I got out at 9:52. So it's a shame because a lot of setups were happening, and I was just stuck in this trade because I was down a lot. I was down from 2116. I was all the way up here, so that was another 700 bucks or so. So I really yeah, and then I got out break even. Right, I got out at break even at 9:52. So I came all the way down here. I could have taken a little bit of money out, but I really wanted to see VWAP not hold, 90 MA not hold, and it just held, and I got stopped out break even. And that trade would have been a perfect opportunity to go long, but sometimes it's hard to adjust. When you have a set idea of something, it's hard to adjust sometimes. So I was down by 260, so not much. And then I went long SPCE. I went long for the break of the daily open over here. I saw a little bit of momentum towards the upside, so I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. It also looked more or less promising on the 5 minute. Sometimes if the stock gets going, it can really get going. Get to the previous day close and keep moving forward. But I went long 37.21, so at 9:53. So right over here, 37.21. I chased it a little bit. Would have liked to get in more at 37. Chased it a little bit, 37.21. I saw the move up. Didn't really hold the previous day. The daily open wasn't really holding. What I would have liked to see is this, and then a rip up. So I got out like fairly quickly, a minute and 16 seconds later, for a $110 winner. So not much there. Then I went short AMC. This trade got me in the green, but again, under delivered in this trade. So I went short 37.24 and 9:55. So honestly, look at this. This is perfect fucking entry, man. Perfect entry. But again, when I'm in that little bit of a rush mode scenario, I want to get myself green, yada yada. Instead of really letting the trade play out, I partial and I got out at 36.91, 36.85 for a quick. Well, I mean, it's not a bad winner. It's still, what is it, 240. So it's like a $300, $400 winner in like 35 seconds. So it's not too bad, but again, I left out the big move, which would have been a $1,300 move, So I left out a lot, Could have gotten in here again. Wasn't really paying that much attention at that point, so not the best. And just if in case I'm a little bit like suicidal, not suicidal. I'm gonna say suicidal. That's not a good word, but masochist. Is that a word in English? Masochista. Like to inflict pain in myself. I went short one more time at 10:01, right over here. AAL 31 21 26. This time 2,000 shares instead of 2,600, and I gave back another 90 bucks right there. Got stopped out at 21.31. I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. Next trade was Baba. Baba was an above R5. I was so mad at myself because I saw this happening. Contrary to AAL. I mean, this is a perfect R5 setup, man. What a fucking mess up, honestly. You can see a lot of resistance around here. Try to, failing, getting here, retesting here, failing, and one last time retesting the high of the pre-market, failing, coming to the daily open, holding again. But look, I mean, this was perfect. So it's not close to breaking the pre-market high. So if you take a look, this is an above R5 short setup. If you look at AAL, okay, now it's coming all the way down. So maybe the weakness that we're spotting here, it's starting to happen later. Maybe it's just whatever. But pre-market high was broken. This is like a really good setup, a setup of strength. Pre-market high was broken. In Baba, it's not. In Baba, pre-market high is here. Is up here, and there's a lot of fucking resistance. So it's a shame. Like this is the setup that I was looking for. A move up, and then this perfect break of the of the 1 minute. And then so whatever. I went short 400 shares at 214.07 at 10:01. 10:01. So right over here. So I wanted to see the hold of the R5 below R5. Probably was a 5 minute setup too, maybe. 10:01, not really. 5 minute was over here, so not really perfect. So I got stopped out at 21.40. Didn't want to give it more room. 214.40, sorry. So around here, got stopped out. So that's what, another $160 that I lost there. Then I went short one more time MC, 80 bucks, so not much I made there. Then I went long AAL because I wanted to see this move, but again, like I just didn't trust it because it's above R5. It's not a perfect setup. It's not the setup that I really like. So I went short 2,000 shares, got stopped out immediately. But again, it was a really good trade. 10, if I would have let it 10:05, it kept going up. So it's again my mistake. I should have probably put the stop below VWAP. Because here the move emanates from VWAP, holds really well VWAP, and here there's a bounce. Doesn't even touch VWAP, so it would have been a very, very good stop to leave it below VWAP. So yeah, but again, I was probably up not much, so I didn't really want to give any money back. I didn't want to put myself at risk and stuff. So again, then this was very frustrating. I went short 500 shares Baba. I went 500 shares Baba. 10:07. So right over here, 10:07, right over here. Because I saw this failure, came right into the 5 minute 90 MA. I'm like, okay, big engulfing candle, it's gonna come down. Look, this is perfect. What's happening, man? So I went short 214.20, and I got stopped out 17 minutes later at 21.43. So literally at the high of fucking this candle right over here at 10:24. Literally at the high. I was like, oh my fucking god, you gotta be kidding me. And it comes back down. Again, that's my fault, nobody else's, obviously. Just lack of patience, lack of planning in that sense. It came right over here into the 90 MA, and I just got out instead of probably VWAP would have been the more sensible approach and stop, And my target was definitely R4. That was definitely my target. That's what I really wanted to see, and it's gonna happen. So then one last time I went short 213.92, a little bit frustrated at 10:30, and instead of really letting the thing play out, got stopped out pretty. Not stopped out. I partialed really quickly for whatever 130 bucks winner. Man, look, I'm just it's a shame because That first trade I would have taken right around here. It would have been a nice $1,000 winner. That is what I was envisioning. But again, lack of patience, lack of probably a good entry. I mean, it wasn't the worst entry, but it wasn't the best entry. It's just happening. Oh my god, I'm so fucking upset. And then with plug too. So plug, I went short 2,600 shares. A little bit of a risky move, but it did make sense. I went short right around right here in plug. As you can see, 1013, is that 1013? Yeah, 1013, 2,600 shares for the break of the daily open. Came over here, couldn't really hold R3, came all the way down, retested R3, didn't really break out, so I went short here, had to sit through this pain. It's not much. I held it. It went all the way to the previous day close. I took some partial, and then the previous day close, I let it play out. It was really holding, so I got out. I didn't really like it too much because maybe it was going to come back up since the previous day close was holding. It didn't have like that much direction. It's coming up. It's a little bit choppy. Nothing, not a clear move, right? So I went covered, got stopped out for a very small winner, but then I decided to go short again. So I went short another 2,000 shares at 1031 at 27.79, so right around here, and I partialed right in this move, and I got out. And it's unfortunate. 'Cause look, I was really looking for L4 whatever, but at this point I was already done with my day. At 10:32, so right around here, right when I got out, I'm like, dude, I'm done. Let's not. I was almost about to lose 500. I got myself up to 638. Let's just call it a day, and that's it, right? Missed opportunity in space too. Space was another beautiful previous day close setup. And it's happened in the last 3 days. This previous day close setup, or at least in the yesterday it happened. Look, SPCE previous day close yesterday, ripped down. I missed that. I mean, I took it, but I partialed out quickly. And the same. Look, it's all the way up to the previous day close. I saw this opportunity to go short, didn't take it. And maybe here was a perfect. I mean, you can probably see it in the 5 minute, right? The 5 minute part looks beautiful. Yeah, look at this. It looks absolutely beautiful. Is this a cup and handle? Maybe it is. I don't know. Or this is a cup and handle or a flag or whatever. Yeah, cup and handle, right? So, up 638. It is what it is. Um, yeah, I mean, that puts me in a 5 day winning streak, which I haven't had in a while. So, in these last 5 days, I've made bad money, right? I've made 45, 53, so 54, 55. So I've made 600, 600. I made $6,000 in these past 5 days, which, hey, nice winning streak. But still, I'm up this week. This week I'm only up, not only, but I'm up 33, $3,200. Right. So, profit factor 290. That's not bad. An average winning day of 1,079. So that's good. I mean, I really like this differential, right? My average winning trade is 500, and my average losing trade is 150. I'm happy with that. That's really good, actually. That's a pretty good week. But again, it's not letting me. There's still 2 more days in this month, and it's not like I can really. It's not like I can really relax in that sense, because my weekly target of profit is 2,500. So okay, I'm up. I'm beating it by $700. That's good. But the thing is, like, if I have a losing day tomorrow or whatever the case may be, if I lose like $1,000 tomorrow, it can get me. It gets me below that. And it puts pressure on me. So I would like to really, break out a little bit more. I'm up only almost 5K this month, so that's good. Average of $538 per day. That's above my daily gain. Profit factor 149. So I like to stay above 150. Probably a couple of the early days mistakes that I made there prevented me from that. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's not too bad, right? All in all, it's okay. I trying to increase my share size a little bit by 600, 700 shares here and there, and yeah, really trying to do that. So I can increase my P&L and stuff like that. Kind of, yeah, kind of give myself more room. More room. I mean, it's good. 7 winning days, 2 losing days this month. It's not bad. My average losing day is a little bit bigger than my average winning day, which is not great. But hey, you know, it's still, these 2 days. It's okay. A 5 day winning streak. Let's see, when's the last time that I had a 5 day winning streak? It's been a while. So hey, I'm doing something right, am I? My last 5 day winning streak. I mean, you can go back to April with that when I had a 7 day winning streak. So I'm getting back into better shape, gaining momentum, feeling better. I guess things are starting to pan out better. Um, so now it's just about keeping it going. Hopefully, I can increase my size, take a better, have another 2,000, $3,000 day. That would really set me up well for the coming week. I would like to have at least a $10,000 month. It seems like I am gonna do it, but yeah, I still have to see, man. I'm only up like what was it, 4,800. Like I can have a $2,000 day tomorrow, loser, and I'm back like really in really bad shape. So I have to be careful. I have to be really mindful. I have to be careful, and yeah, that's it. Coming back from the devastating month of April and May, where I messed up tremendously, especially with this bad day that really got me, and a couple of other days. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Much better than this month. Where pretty had red and green day. I mean, this month was much better. June made 11,000 bucks. July we're in good shape still. So I had 6 losing days in this month. So about this time I already had 9 days. Yeah, pretty much the same, right? I was 9 days in, and I had 2 losing days. Over here I had four, and five had 3 losing days. So in a little bit better shape. But then I had one, three, two. It was not that bad. And my losing days, three of them were really small, so I'm happy. A couple of them were big, more or less big, and here a little bit bigger, but still in good shape. So yeah, focus on the positive, right? Let's focus on the positive. There could be more positive. There could be better stuff going on, but let's focus on the positive, and that is yeah. I mean, things to avoid again, like AAL. Let's stop taking these reversal trades, man. Like, they're just not doing anything good for me, man. These reversal trades. Let's see when I got in an AAL. So yeah, so I get in here like, now, dude, go for the setup, for the trend setup, man. Go for the fucking trend setup. TIGR was a good setup that I missed too. Yeah, so fairly frustrating, but it is what it is. Another green day, 5 days in a row. Maybe tomorrow I do better. Go, hammer hard, get a good trade in, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's my recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, just have a good day.